Hello everyone, we are the Group 8 and in this video, we will discuss pages 135 to 141 of Chapter 8 under the topic Finding the Financial Data Gold Mines.
Understanding a company's finances and how these finances impact a company's operations is one of the most important indicators of success for today's business leaders. Since financial decisions affect both profitability and the risk of a firm's operations, successful leaders use real-time updated information relevant to their business to use it to their advantage, balancing growth with results and customer satisfaction with financial performance. For example, as your business expands, results should be visible, like additional revenue and increase in customer base. As customer satisfaction increases, financial performance of the business should also improve. Scratching the surface of a gold mine. Successful leaders rely on few, extremely powerful but simple considerations when making decisions that will shape the destiny of their companies. A number of these business gold nuggets relate directly to financial measures. So, here are some basics that will help us use financial measures to their fullest. First, understanding the fundamentals of your business and its products and services is critical to success. It is because having full knowledge about the business will help you manage the operation smoothly. It is important to know how products and services come together, how they are produced, what they are consist of, and how they are provided to customers to measure financial performance. Second, understanding how your customers use your products and services and where it adds value to their lives, their operations, and how they meet their customers' needs. Knowing what your customer needs, wants, and preferences enables an understanding of how to leverage key advantages such as quick delivery, technology, or even packaging. Customer retention is vital, so always make sure that your customers are satisfied with your products and services. Next, keeping it simple is also important, as this means keeping the number of measures down to a significant few to better credibly compare performance in a reasonable period of time. This works too because ratios exceed specific products and services conditions such as revenue per employee, where a company's total revenue is divided by its current number of employees. It is an important ratio that measures how much money each employee generates for the firm. High ratio of revenue per employee means higher productivity. Higher productivity means more profit for the company. And last, real-time information update is fundamental to their success as well. This means they had a dashboard approach with ways to get updates at least daily in order to see trends and make timely adjustments. As what we have learned from Chapter 1, dashboards provide critical current information about the operation of the business. Using dashboards will give us an overview of the most important data we need to know in real time to help us monitor our business.
Hello everyone, I am the second reporter of Group 8, and the first topic that I'm going to discuss to you is knowing your business equals leveraging your financial data. Learn your business. You as the owner of your own business, dapat alam mo kung paano ito patakbuhin and all the details about it, even the smallest one. And dapat alam mo din how your competitor runs their business, their plans and strategies, so you can take advantage of the opportunity. What kind of things you should be looking at? First, as you pursue cost control, learn how your direct competitors control similar costs. Kapag alam mo how your competitor controls similar costs, you can make better decisions on how you do your costs in line with the budget in your business and can make better cost control. Also, seek information on how companies in other industries control similar costs to see if you can capitalize on better practices. Second, see how your products and services are used by your customers and learn lessons about how you can help your customers improve their performance. Paano natin malalaman kung paano nila gamitin ang mga products at kung satisfied ba sila sa mga services na ino-offer ng business? Simple lang, through their complaints, feedbacks, and recommendations. That is why it is very much important that we should listen to them dahil may malalearn ng ating business by making improvements, and by this, ipinapakita natin na binibigyan natin ng halaga ang lahat ng mga sinasabi nila about our products and services. Third is, collaborate with colleagues in other functions and discuss key aspects of each as they attribute to the overall company profitability. You as the owner of a business, dapat may good connection ka sa lahat ng employees. You should communicate with all the employees in all the departments because they all contribute to the overall performance and success of the business. And lastly, tend toward analog or actual performance data information and away from digital or yes or no type of information. It is still better that the business has the raw data to determine how best to analyze performance and determine best application. Knowing your business enable your financial measures to tell how well you are taking advantage. It helps you determine expansion opportunities into other markets, other customers, or crossover to completely different applications. So the next topic is using key measures to gain significant competitive edge. Using return on investment or ROI as a financial measure in the business gives a competitive edge in different ways. So paano nga ba makukuha ang isang return on investment or ROI? It's through payback. Just divide the total investment by the expected revenue per year. The result is an estimate of how long it will take to go back from zero and begin to achieve the positive ROI. From the example in the module, the total investment, which is $25,000 is divided by the expected revenue per year, which is $7,000 is equal to 3.5 years, and that 3.5 years is the ROI. Managers should know what the basics of the financial measures to tell you to make good decisions using this important data. And with the help of a financial expert in your business, you can make better decisions on how to run your money properly.
For the continuation of our report, let's proceed to the turning difficulties to your advantage. Instead of making assumptions or using your gut feel, you can make better decisions by using financial metrics associated with a balanced scorecard approach. For example, you have a food business and your data projects the dip to your continue for the next 3 months. When you will use the traditional financial management, it would lead to immediate cost savings, reducing investments, and consolidating activities as much as possible to maintain margins. Pero, there are reasons why this approach is not a good idea, and they become apparent when you look at it from a global business perspective. The first reason why this approach is a very bad idea is that cutting costs and consolidating operations may negatively impact internal process costs beyond just the income statement. Cost cuts may include purchasing parts, shipping in bulk, or increasing deliveries. Maaaring maapektuhan ang quality ng isang product kung bibili ng cheaper parts. For bulk shipments, it can increase inventory and high probability of error, and for increasing consignment naman, it can also increase cost and compound other issues as well. The second reason is that reducing investments may also seem reasonable. Reducing investment may in response to a decline into a company's operating profits or a revenue loss that cannot be recovered from a company's expected future earnings. Next is consolidating operations, or more likely, transferring activities to lower-cost countries will not solve other issues as well. Manufacturers defend sourcing abroad as the only way to compete with cheap, high-quality imports. Pero meron din itong possible negative impact in terms of performance. Pwedeng hindi ma-meet ang quality and quantity standard, not only in business operations, but also longer lead times and most likely higher cost. Lastly, other measures such as layoff, for example, also put the company at risk, much more beyond just determining potential labor savings. Maraming organizations ang naniniwala na reducing cost by reducing staff is a viable option. Pero it can also result to a greater use of computerization or automation of work. Mas hindi na mahandle ng managers ang mga gawain at more on overtime ang mga trabaho. Next, we will show you the ideas to consider to avoid making wrong or costly decisions using the application of the balance scorecard. First is price is not just what you charge. It could be compared to competitor pricing. The price you charge for your product or service is one of the most important business decisions you make. So you should look for trends in seasonality. Second, look at your cost and make sure you are taking the total cost idea into account. Total cost means the complete cost incurred along the entire product chain from order to creation to delivery or payment. Cheaper parts may result in lower quality or high inventory. Third, look for other valued aspects of your product or services, such as speed of selection, timeliness of availability, service, and reliability. Next, customer loyalty is also very important to consider, and you should not be underestimated. When a customer is loyal to one company, they aren't easily swayed by price or availability. They would rather pay more and ensure the same quality service and product they know and love. Finally, not all ratios are bad, and some are better when seen with other ratios. For example, a downward trend in margins in itself is a red flag for improvement. However, compared to acquisition investments, declining margins are not a problem at all, and the rise in travel costs alone could indicate a loss of control.
Measuring and interpreting with accuracy. Companies make decisions based on financial measures and key financial indicators developed with assumptions that are inaccurate and that depend on conditions that change quickly and unexpectedly. So, kinakailangan na mayroong klarong definitions or meaning regarding sa financial measures and indicators ng revenue, earnings, cost, and delivery values. Dahil pag hindi ito maintindihan, yung definitions niya could result in mistakes. Making sure the right people do your measuring. When people take responsibilities for financial measures but are not responsible for their assessment and utility, the inevitable result is error, disconnects, and a clear disregard of discipline in maintaining the measures or understanding which ones are the key. So, as a manager, kailangan na suriin mo yung employees regarding sa financial measures. Kasi mayroong mga employees na yung habol nila is to have a higher position or para tumaas yung sweldo nila. But hindi nila ginagawa yung responsibility nila sa kanilang trabaho or else pinapagawa nila ito sa lower position. So, dito nagkakaroon ng cause of miscommunication or misunderstanding sa company. So, better na knowledgeable yung employee sa kanyang position. Basic information. Common to most businesses, such as the type of results measures found in the financial reports. Sa tulong ng impormasyong ito ay binubuo ng average accounting manager or analyst. Ang mga individual na ito ay maaaring magbigay ng lahat ng kinakailangang background sa mga figure na ito. Process financial information. This comprises the information related to the process performance from a financial perspective, such as cost of first pass field failure, on-time and off-time delivery cost. Sa tulong ng impormasyon na ito, most likely come from controllers and financial planning and analysts dedicated to specific product or service line. Lastly, strategic elements of financial risk assessments regarding failure severity, probability, and detectability to include long-term capital, total product or service family risk, applications of alternatives in shop floor, layout, or alternative process flow analysis. So these resources for help with this perspective might be your strategy planning chief or even in the legal department as well.